What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar with C-Zar Gets Crypto, and we are talking about KASPA today. Shout out to the KASPAnauts doing some astronaut-like things where you're just floating around in space right now. Yes, you broke through the stratosphere, the atmosphere, and now you're just floating. You're floating. You're waiting for something to come along and pull you in its gravitational field, maybe upwards, hopefully not downwards. But looking at this RSI, man, on the daily. Enough of the metaphors. You got a high here, a lower high here. I very much didn't expect this. This isn't, if you go back in the history of KASPA, you tend to get, whenever you get these like little double tops like this, it's like slightly higher high. It's a higher high, slightly higher high there. Yes, here was one where it wasn't, but again, here, slightly higher high. Here, slightly higher high. Slightly, like throughout its whole history. So definitely wasn't expecting that or calling for that, but it did end up going higher a little bit like I was thinking it would. But we had a little pullback. Let me see if I can find a good fib to take that from. I don't think it's anything to be concerned about by any means. Oh, that's not the right. Come on now. Come on now. There we go. Yeah. Didn't pull back to any fib that's relative at all. Maybe this one here. Let's go to this low to this high. You went down to your 382. Okay, yeah. Sure, let's use this low. Maybe this most relative low here. To this high. You went around your 236. This would actually be a really bullish look, to be completely fair. I would at least expect that you would hit that. You came down here, found resistance at your 069. 069 is not a fib. Okay, it's not a fib. It's just an area of significance I found in more than often enough times. But with this kind of look, generally I would expect that you would go back below your 236, and then maybe you see your 382. You go to that 9.3 cent area, previous area of resistance here, where you checked off a little bit and then had your little move up. Maybe you do go lower. Maybe you do go lower. 4-hour RSI looks pretty weak. Daily RSI looks like it's cooling off a bit. This is bearish divergence right here. To be fair, that is 100% bearish divergence. And with a look like that, you would go all the way back to where that divergence forms normally. Not always, but normally. I got to be honest, guys. I was expecting to make this video saying I think it's going to go up, but like as I'm doing the TA on this, I'm looking at it and I think it's going to go down. I forget what your name is, man. What is his name? We've been going back and forth a little bit. It's not you, Bobby C. I'm not talking about you, man. I know if it was you, you'd be talking about it going up. No, this guy was talking about it going down. You gave me a heart emoji. I sent you back 2 hearts. Whatever your name is, man. I can't. I'm not gonna go looking through the comments. Fuck it. We're gonna go looking through the comments. We're gonna find you. Where you at, bro? Come on now. Nope. Just give me a second here, guys. We're going to get back to the task at hand real soon, I promise. Right here, you, Mr. Mark Bilowski. I think you've been calling for this to go down to 9 cents. I was talking about it potentially going to that 9 cent area for the 382, but he and I have been going back and forth. I was like, I don't think so. I think it's going to go up to like 21 to 20 or 33 cents first, right? Or maybe it was 26 to 33 cents, whatever my bullish call was before. But you might be right, Mark. Might have to hand it over to you, man. It might actually be going down to this 382 and then going up from here. Which, guys, by the way, that's a very common maneuver. Whenever you see strong moves like this after a point that you consolidated at, you broke out, coming back to test your 382 for support is not uncommon at all, especially a previous area where you had some temporary resistance. Shouldn't scare anybody. Let's look at this real quick. Low to high. I mean, it's got like your deep extension at the 1886, which is an expectation whenever you have such a small fib like that. So that absolutely could happen. But watch me be wrong, man. Anytime I've called for this thing to go down, it's just gone up. So this might be the kick in the pants that KASPA needed. I'm talking shit to you again, man. You're going down. No, I do think it's going down, though, man. This bearish divergence, it makes sense with this. The 382's over there. It's a previous area of resistance. You just came up and rejected your overbought zone. You're getting these little candles here that look convincing, and then you're just giving them back. It's not very encouraging at all. And it's okay, because you've had a phenomenal run. Volume's dying off. Yeah. The whole list, man. The whole list of shit. 4-hour RSI looks weak. 2-hour looks weak too. You got hidden bearish divergence on that. You got hidden bearish divergence on this. And the daily just, it technically has hidden bullish divergence at the moment with this lower low, but that hidden bullish divergence will go away if you get a day to close below this low here, which I do think you will. So back on to 9 cents. Good for the people that want to buy it at lower prices. Good for you guys. Good for anybody who sold up here too. You know, congratulations, and regardless, good for everybody that's been holding this thing for a long time, and maybe you just want to add some more to your stack. I do think it's going to see a little bit of a pullback. Nothing to be concerned with. At the moment, I don't expect it to be like any of these like more significant pullbacks. A pullback down to like 9 cents. What would that be? It's like 9.3 cents really. That'd be a 40% pullback. So that's pretty mild for KASPA. I know that that's extreme. Nobody would like to lose 40%, but first off, there's probably not a lot of people that bought the top, but nobody wants to lose 40%. But for KASPA, that's a pretty tame top in itself. It did find a top, right? Like this is the second highest that its weekly RSI has ever been. It makes sense, man. It makes sense. You're gonna take a little breaky poo, and then you can resume. Maybe you do go lower. Maybe you do go lower than your 9 cent area. Let's see. I don't know, man. You could go all the way. Oh. Hard to say. Hard to say, man. Let's keep it at 9 cents for now. You could be reverting back all the way to 6 cents, because looking at this RSI on the weekly, actually it does have me. I know I was saying that you might, I keep going back and forth, man, but it's been a second since I've done analysis on this thing. But bear with me, guys, okay? I know I was saying you might not get these pullbacks, but you actually might be in the midst of a greater overall pullback. Let's see how you do with that 9.3 to 9 cent area. See how you do with that first. If you do in fact go below this red line, it's probably on to this 382, and this weekly fib is more significant anyways. But we'll see, man. I'm not counting it out just yet. You could see a little bit more price growth. It did get listed on Binance, you know, and I was calling for it to go higher, and it did just a little bit. It did just go a little bit higher, but it didn't do what I was expecting it to do. And generally, whenever things get listed on Binance, you do see it turn around. So I thought that this might be the exception, and I say generally that they turn around, right? Sometimes there are exceptions. I thought the KASPA might be one of them, but to be fair, it did have quite a phenomenal run up for a few weeks, didn't it? And it's been a long time since we've seen a dramatic pullback. So fingers crossed that doesn't happen, but at the same time, you know, it's healthy. It's not anything to be concerned with. I don't think that this is the top for the cycle by any means. Maybe it is the top for the rest of the year. We only have like a month left in the year, though, so that's not a big deal. Whenever the price comes down, look for good areas to buy. It'll definitely be cheaper than what we're at now. That's all I got to say, man. So I hope this video wasn't too confusing. I know I feel like I jumped around on what I was believing or what I was saying for a couple times there, but all in all, I tried to keep my my thoughts clear, or rectify them if I made them unclear. But if not, let me know in the comments, man. Hit that like button if you like the video. Don't hit that unlike button if you don't like the video. It actually helps me, so don't hit it. If you hit it, it helps me. If you don't hit it, it won't help me. So don't hit the thumbs down button. Anyways, I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care. Have a good day. Bye bye. I'll see you.